Well, so far I'm still here. And I'm a walking proof that God can take people that don't even care, that are not interested in any spiritual thing whatsoever, and see what their needs are. And I've got a ponder list of a lot of things that's happened. How did you do that? How did you do this? How did you do that? And one of the things is, how in the world did you maneuver? I know we got free choice, but how in the world did he maneuver me into this situation where I would actually end up being a peanut eater that goes to church on the right day? Because we have a matriarch up in our church, and she just cringes when she hears me say this. I said, I used to think that Adventists were peanut eaters that went to church on the wrong day, and now I are one. I was being interviewed on the radio for a program we were doing, and the announcer, the guy was saying, he said, so Jim, you've been an Adventist all your life. Well, you know, I look like it maybe, and when I don't have my mustache, they say that's supposed to be priestly or something, I don't know. But I said, well, no. And I knew Rosemary was listening, and I said, Rosemary, I'm sorry. But I said, you know, I used to think that Adventists were peanut eaters and went to church on the wrong day, and now I are one. And so then he asked more, that always brings up more questions. And so I can share with them just what God has done for me. What I thought was going to be a more abundant life just pales in comparison to what he's given me so far. Amen. And the best is yet to come. Amen. There's days when I just say, okay, Lord, hold it. Wait a minute, hold it. Easy on this abundant stuff. I can only take so much. My emotions are just too much. Just ease off here just a bit. Let me get used to this now. And so our prayer is, Lord, bring people into our lives that we can share the love of Jesus Christ with in some way with no strings attached. And when I first prayed that, he put me in front of a TV camera to do a cooking program that I knew nothing about. And I know what stark terror is like. So this doesn't bother me at all. This is peanuts. And he's done things, he's put me in positions of extreme agony, of having to go and counsel and help one of my best friends when his son committed suicide. I had to go take pictures in Jeff's house because the insurance company wanted to see what it looked like before and what it looked like after the cleaning people came in. And when God gives me work orders like that, I don't feel like I have the right to tell him no. Amen. Because somebody's got to do it. And he's chosen me to do it. And I seem to grow in my life. He has these, and I don't do it for these reasons, but he has these kickers. I call them, it's like a tip. He has these kickers that come in. When I do these things, sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. That's not the reason for it, but he gives us things, and then things of joy, like these Australian couple that pops into our lives that we've helped do RVing, and we'll meet them over there when we get over. And it's been a wonderful year being a remote control tour guide for these goofy Australians running around discovering alleys down between. How about that? There's alleys between houses. Do they have them everywhere in America? You know, and it's so there's good things, there's wonderful, there's happy things, and then there's some real heavy stuff, but it all works out. And that more abundant life is something that I would never, ever have imagined. And sometimes I have a good vivid imagination, as Don will tell you. And I've sat and tried to imagine what it's going to be like to sit down with God and Jesus Christ and say, I have this list. You know, I guess we've got forever for you to explain to me some of these things. And I try to imagine what it's going to be like when he comes and gets us and takes us from here. And that's going to be the more abundant life.